Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Welcome to Average Talks. We're two incredibly average individuals, and this is where we talk about things. I am your host, Austin, and next to me is my good buddy, and also other host, Justin. Say hi, Justin.
Hello.
And yeah, welcome to episode, is this goddamn 4? Yeah, it's 4.
This is 4.
Holy shit.
And I might sound a little bit better.
Maybe.
Austin says I do. I think I do.
Yeah.
Turns out mics have different settings.
Yeah.
This one might be a better setting. I might peak a little bit more, but that's your problem.
Yeah, that's future Austin problem. Or editor Austin problem.
I like how you said that I was next to you.
Well,
because I'm not literally
you
next to you.
are, though. Like, next to me, though. Like, here. I'm moving my hand. You can't see it, and this is an audio-based forum, so I'm just waving my hand to the right and the empty fucking space that I've had.
Don't worry, the FBI agent can see it.
No, I covered up my webcam.
He can see it anyway.
How? I have the thing covered up.
Government science? I don't know.
Fuck government science. What the hell? Anywho, it has been another week. Another week of work. Another week of bullshit. Another week of just trying to have fun. And I know...
I'm gonna be honest.
Go.
You keep going.
Go.
Oh. I'm gonna be honest that I have been very boring this week.
Really? How have you been boring? You've been the most the most stuff happening the last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a continuation of things at this point, and it's the lull in all of it. So I'm just I honestly try to look back at like what I did this past week, and I have no idea.
Lovely. I know I've been just trying to live and been trying to deal with, like, after the job interview that I've gone to, and I am just anxiety ridden because I want this to go through and I want to go work for them, but it's taking forever and anxiety is getting the better of me, thinking, oh, I've been shit, but I know I've not been shit. But you know how it is. Anxiety does things.
Yeah. I had my phone interview, and that went pretty rough.
Ooh.
Except the thing was, the normal questions I did fine on. There were just very specific questions that I wasn't ready for.
Ooh.
And I could have answered saying I don't know in a better way than I did. And so I'm a little bit worried about that, but at the same time, it's probably not a big deal. Like, even if I don't get another interview for this job, they'll probably have positions open in like another few months, and I'll just apply again anyway.
Nice. Keep applying.
Like, yeah.
That's what I did to get my job, actually. My first job. I applied every time I went to this place. And for clarity's sake, I work at a grocery store. And like anytime we'd go get groceries, I would go do the they had a kiosk that you went to, and you plugged in all your stuff. But if you already plugged it in, you could just hit resend, and I just kept doing that. Just
Nice.
Anytime I was there, it's just like, and resend. And
Eventually
resend.
they get sick of you.
Oh yeah, no. The people knew me by sight and name, and I knew them by name before I ever started working there. And
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You just gotta annoy them. Either they're like, all right, he's here enough, we might as well give him a job, kind of thing, or he's so annoying, let's not hire him. We don't need him. But
see, heck, you inhaled as if you're gonna say something, and I'm worried.
that, and I also have an uncle who was like, hey, I can help get you a job. And I'm like, sweet. So yeah, same place.
Yeah. Well, my thing was, or not my thing, but there is a company that I have applied to several times, and they're very frequently looking for positions, and I feel like every single time I've sent them an application, and every single time they send me a denial email.
Wow.
But damn it, I'm gonna keep on applying.
They either
like
hate
this past
you?
week, I applied to 3 positions with them, 3 or 4.
Are they like, does this guy not take a fucking hint?
Exactly.
That's pretty funny, though. Like,
It's like, damn it, I know my shit. I qualify for your job.
see, I took an interview with a not radio station, news station. There we go. And I applied to be a video editor, and I actually got a sit-down interview, which I was like, all right, cool,
Oh,
I can do
nice.
this. And then they wanted 2 years of experience, and I'm like, I'm fresh out of school. I have 2 years of school experience doing essentially the video editing that you want me to do. I know how to do lower thirds and that kind of stuff. And they're like, nope. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch.
The really frustrating thing, especially nowadays, is companies will pick someone with more experience for an entry level position, which I know isn't exactly what you were just talking about right there, but the whole thing is there was the joke that goes around is there was a program that had been released a year ago, and there was a picture of a job opening that was wanting 5 years of experience. That happens.
What do they want time travelers? Like, what the fuck did they want?
What it is a wish list, which is why you should definitely apply to a job that, like, even if you have no experience, apply to a job that's asking for a few years of experience. Now, if it's asking for like 10 years or a degree that you don't have, that's
You're kind of shit out of luck.
pushing it when you're applying. Like odds, like there's a very high chance that you won't even be looked at, but it's still something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say there.
I get it. Just kind of the shot in the dark of like, maybe this will work, and then maybe
Yeah.
it does, or then maybe it doesn't, and you're just like, probably shouldn't try the shot.
If it does work, you're just Patrick with a plank nailed to his forehead.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. You are. You better start faking it till you make it.
That reminds me, recently there was a lady in the news who she was facing like a lot of legal trouble because she lied on her resume and was given a job because of it. And then, like, I guess it came out that she didn't actually know the shit that she said that she knew.
Was this the sign
and the
language
company pressed
lady?
charges. I don't think so. I don't remember exactly what the job was. I just remember it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago that it was in the news.
Because you heard of the sign language lady, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who was not fully, like, they weren't fluent in ASL, and then they were having to do, like, a national thing.
Oh, yeah. And then she just, like, throwing out random hand signs.
Yeah.
And, like, people who have ASL were like, what the hell? This ain't right. And they, like, they fucking... What'd they do? Call people to say, hey, this is wrong.
So.
She's not... Like, she's bullshit. And I think she's done this, like, 2 or 3 other times. I'm like, how in the hell do you get away with it 2 to 3 times? Like, I think after the first time, people would just brand you as, like, this is the lady who thinks she knows sign language, but she does not. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Lord.
So do you want to get into some topics?
Yeah, let's get into some topics.
I'll fire one at you.
Hit me with it.
What is sassy sauce? I'm guessing that's sauce or
yeah,
sauce.
it's sauce. I can't fucking...
Okay.
Spelling is not my forte.
The second S is supposed to be a C.
Yeah, whatever. You know. No, it's sassy. Oh, I see what you mean. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Anywho. So, a group of friends, went to a place called Andrews. It's in downtown location of where we're at. I don't want to, like, name drop where we live. Not quite yet.
I'm gonna be honest, you have name dropped where we live.
We have?
the first episode.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, alright, whatever. So, downtown Tallahassee. Fucking place called Andrews. Great place. But they had these things called... They had a sassy Tallahassee burger. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And, like, one of the things that said was sassy sauce. I'm like, what the hell is sassy sauce? But I wasn't getting it because I wanted a bacon cheeseburger because I got a bacon cheeseburger because that shit's my weakness.
Just get some sassy sauce on it.
No, I didn't want a sassy sauce because I didn't know what it was. But luckily, one of my friends was like, hey, I'll figure out what it is. I'm like, good. I don't have to ask. And he's like, hey, what's sassy sauce? It's like ketchup, mayo, some like spicy, I think hot sauce was added to it, and something else, capers
Sounds about right.
and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, but it's just the fucking name sassy sauce. Like,
Yeah.
who comes up with this?
I, yeah, like as I was thinking about it, like you're talking about like burgers and everything, I was like, this is probably like a pink sauce kind of combination, and yeah, it is.
I didn't know what it turned into because I was just like, I'm too engrossed with my hamburger because I was hungry. But yeah. So,
All right,
do
that was fun.
do we want to update the masses on your PC woes, and then I'll update them
Yes.
on mine?
Yes, I forgot to mention it last week. So basically, trying to remember what happened, where we were at last time. Previously on Justin's PC woes, I had just put my computer back together, and I had pulled out the old not working motherboard, and I did realize this was like last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that boot loop problem that I had was actually the Ryzen CPU training the memory,
Really?
because that's a thing that they do apparently.
Why?
But I don't know.
That's dumb.
But that's just how it works, and it's concerning. But apparently, it's, if you leave your computer for a few minutes, it'll start working fine. But and it's only the first time that's a problem.
Mm.
But when I found that out, actually, I gotta rewind first. So that evening, I contacted Newegg support. Like that evening after the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I contacted Newegg customer support. I was like, "Hey, I just opened this yesterday. Can I get can I get it replaced?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, sure. We'll open our RMA thing, and we'll send you like the return thing, and you can just send it back as soon as you can." And so the Friday before last was when I sent in I mailed in the package, or with the motherboard, and I was concerned the entire time, like, what if the RAM slots are fine? What if it was on my end? Like, I don't know. And then what I was gonna say before I rewound was, on Friday when I found out about that, I was like, maybe it wasn't a thing, and the package was expected to come in that Friday, or last Friday. And so I was like, maybe it's broken, or maybe it's fine. Maybe they're just going to send it back and be like, why are you wasting our time? Maybe the RAM is like the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because it turns out that the motherboard that I have is very finicky with a lot of RAM.
Oh, lovely.
And the RAM that I have isn't exactly compatible.
Oh.
So what it really means is that I'm probably just going to have to play with like the XMP and all that, or maybe not XMP, just actually play with the profiles and stuff.
Oh.
But I mean, like, the RAM does work with the one slot. I did actually have it working, so I do know that the RAM does in fact work.
Great. That's fun.
So, yeah. So I was kind of concerned, and then Friday I got an email saying that they received the RMA, and I was like, all right. And then like an hour or two later, they're like, your RMA has been approved. And I was like, all right, cool. And then then on, I think, Monday, they shipped out the replacement, and I am expected to get it on Thursday.
Nice.
Also, because of my case being way too small, which I realize describing my case being small as saying that the motherboard and power supply touch each other isn't actually really doing its justice, because that's a pretty typical thing in mid-tower cases. So I have to describe how short it is, or how
short,
thin, I guess, how not wide.
Is he a thin boy? Is he not a thick boy?
Not thin, like, I'm trying to think. So there's length, width, and depth.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this is... Shit, I always forget.
Does he not have depth?
Alright, so let's say you're looking at a square, and the square is the side of the computer.
Okay.
width is the horizontal lines.
Yes.
It has a small width.
Okay. Okay. It's just.
It's basically like I have an optical drive in it because I actually use an optical drive occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
and my optical drive and motherboard almost touch.
Huh. Oh. Oh. How do you cool that bitch?
It also has very poor cable management options.
Oh, lovely.
So, you don't cool it very well. That's
That thing.
that's a thing.
God.
But because of that, while I was like, hands in it, like trying to plug in SATA cables, I didn't mention this because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get it fixed. But my hand like pressed down on one of the SATA connectors to the hard drive, on the SATA connector to the hard drive,
Oh,
and it snapped. And I was like, oh god, like as I did it, like I was already frustrated. I went, well, I just broke my hard drive.
No. Is it good? Is it
And
good?
We'll get there. So the good thing is my OS and everything is on a solid state drive. I did lose a few things at first with or all the important stuff, like my resume and everything was saved onto the hard drive, but I had my resume and cover letter also in in applications that I could just retrieve it from, and also I have it saved on Google Drive.
Good.
For the most part, any important documents that I'm dealing with are saved somewhere else in one way or another. And so I was able to recover everything, or I was at least able to use the important stuff. And then I looked into get like a fix for it, and there was this YouTube video. There was a really like short YouTube video, and this dude was an Amazon affiliate, so I was like, I'm gonna watch your video, but I'm not gonna buy the product from your links because I don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a dick like that.
Wow.
And
Such a bitch. Not gonna help a man on his grind. Why you do this?
But basically what he recommended, because I still had the broken off piece and none of the pins had broken.
Oh.
What he said to do was to get one of those L-shaped adapters to like either like to have the connector either go down or up depending on which thing like would fit better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought one of those, and like all I had to do was just put the connector part in, like the non-pin connector part inside that adapter, and then slide the pins between the two things, or between like that thing and like I was plugging it into the adapter.
That's hella jank.
It's really weird, and in the video the guy was talking about hot gluing it, and I was like, I'm not gonna hot glue this. But it works fine. I have I just peeked.
That's fine.
It works fine, and yeah, I have complete access to my hard drive again, and Valerie was kind enough to buy me a new case.
Yay!
So, and I just got the case in the mail today. I haven't opened the box, so I don't know how much bigger it is, but it is noticeably bigger.
Well, hopefully
and
it is
it's
bigger.
also apparently a really good bang for your buck thing.
Nice. Well, when I was making my computer, one of the things I was like, all right, I want at least a decently large case because I wanted all the fans. And now that I have all the fans, I don't want all the fans because I have 5 fans running and this bitch is loud.
What size fans do you have?
3-inch maybe? 3-inch fans? No.
Well, they're measured in millimeters. Do you have? Are they 120 millimeter?
Possibly.
Can I steal one?
No.
God damn it.
No, I'm kidding. I'll probably take one off. I just have to open this bitch. I have not opened this bitch in forever.
Yeah, because my case, the new case only comes with one fan, and I want to throw in at least a front intake fan, an extra front intake fan.
I think I have another one lying around somewhere. Like I have a parts bin that has like old cables, like old USBs, and maybe some of my old parts from my computer. Like if I can go digging through that, I can hopefully find the fan. Because I kept all my GPU, CPU, and like all the other boxes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you never know. I'm also a slight hoarder, so. I say slight, but I'm staring at my
I
closet. That's full of
I
just
like
shit.
to I like to hold on to at least PC parts and stuff like that, because you never really know when you want to throw together another computer. Like we literally have an emulator machine that's just filled with Valerie's old parts and my old power supply.
Well,
And
what does it
now
do?
I'm probably
Just emulates video
it's
games?
yeah, we have it made to. It's set up to just be an emulator because it can't run anything that's very processor heavy. What I'm thinking of doing, I'm gonna contact my brother, see if he wants my old parts, and because it'd be at least a slight upgrade for him. And if he doesn't want it, then I'm just gonna throw it in the emulator machine. Then it can actually play modern games.
That's cool. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Can I talk about my Discord troubles? Or just,
you absolutely can.
yeah. Okay. So, this bitch of a fucking software, Discord. While I love it in the ways that I can use it, we use it to record the podcast. I use it to talk to my roommates who are currently in other rooms playing the same game as me, kind of thing, but like, or in different rooms, but still playing the same game. It's great. It's also a bitch, cause 3 days ago, I tried to download, like it was starting up, but wouldn't. Like I kept going into the update loop, and it would keep failing to get to server. I'm like, all right, what do you mean? I have internet connection. I'm watching YouTube right now. What's going on? And after like it just kept fucking up, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna end all the task of it. I'm going to delete it and then restart it. Like, re-download. Simple, right? Wrong. Fucking wrong. Didn't want to re-download because it would keep trying to go through the update, but then the update couldn't update because there was nothing to update. And I'm like, well, fuck, what do I do now? So I tried to re-download the starter. It would not do it because it would still go through the update. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I like scoured YouTube videos, I scoured forums, I scoured the Discord forum, I've scoured the Discord Reddit. Nothing, absolutely nothing was working. And I was like, I had to go to work the next day. I had to be at work at like 10 o'clock. And I was just getting so frustrated with it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed at like midnight because I need to go to bed and get up on a decent hour. I stayed up till 2:30, and at like 12:30, I'm like, I'm not going to bed until I get this shit fixed. So what I did was I saved everything that I could to my 5 terabyte backup hard drive. That's like my USB connected in the back kind of thing.
That's your hentai drive?
No, there's no porn on that drive. I swear to God, there's
it's
no
on the
porn.
other one.
Shh, Justin. Shh. Don't give away my secrets. Anyhow, so put everything that I could to that, and then I reinstalled Windows.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I reinstalled Windows. It worked. At 2 o'clock in the morning, my shit was fixed, and I re-downloaded Discord. Audacity got cut. It was actually a good thing, because like a Premiere, Adobe stuff was giving me problems, and I have Photoshop back now, so I'm gonna work on a little bit of the files for the what is it? The logo for our podcast that we also put up as our
because we're running out of those.
Wait, you need to either I will make more, and also I want to make it a little bit better, because your fucking your lines on around
I wanted to make it better.
Yeah. I will make some stuff.
Like I want us to make it better.
Yes.
Like yeah.
Speaking of which, we might actually, if fans, I wanted to run this idea by you, but we're going to do it in the podcast now. We're doing it live. If fans want to submit something when it comes to, like, maybe a logo that we possibly use, or a intro song, because we need one. Because, no offense to yours, but if we get a fan one, that'd be nice. That and also the
I'm
one
offended
thing.
and I'm going to kill myself tonight.
Oh, God, come on. That was 2018. We're in 2020 now. Come on. Or was it 2019, where it was the year of getting triggered by everything?
It's been every year for the past like 5, 6, 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. But still, downloaded everything. Had to give Microsoft more fucking money because I want Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And to get it on one computer is $140.
Well, that's why you gotta. If you just have an Office 365 subscription, it should work everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't have one. I was using a bootleg one that my mom had.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like,
I'm really concerned because mine's about to expire.
get ready to pay money.
Yeah.
Because I just did the buy once option, and so I made sure that it got downloaded to my fucking 5 terabyte because I'm not giving them more money.
Although I am moving to more Linux stuff, so I don't even need. Well, that's I gotta think because they are slowly moving Microsoft Office into Linux, and I don't really want to use LibreOffice, and I'm having a good time with groff and Vim, I guess. I mean, Vim is a plain text editor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot to it, but with groff, you can basically you use Vim to write a groff document, and then you can convert that groff document into a PDF file.
See, I like Word. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because when growing up, that's what I fucked with.
I like it too. Like that's the one I'm most familiar with. That's the one I definitely know.
Hell, I got my certifications in fucking Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So, might as well have the tools.
I have a LinkedIn certification on Excel.
Nice. But still, after that, I downloaded all my shit. Sorry to tangent. Downloaded all my shit again, and yeah. I managed to save almost all my files. There's only like a few things that I didn't get to save, which I didn't really care about. So I'm like, it's fine. If it's dead, it's dead.
Good.
If he dies, he dies.
What were you saying about the people submitting things? Or just asking if we'd use that?
I would say if we want to use people's stuff, if they will allow us to use people's stuff, maybe they have a cool logo, like using the Average Talks logo that we've set up, but like taking it and then doing something weird or having their own background or whatever. Because currently we're just changing colors.
Yeah.
I might like do a gradient. I don't know, but
ooh, changing it up.
I know, right?
Getting spicy over here.
But something of the nature. Maybe not a contest, but just like, hey, if we like this, and we'll ask you, hey, can we use this for this episode? And you say yes, we're gonna use it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You probably won't get paid. Probably not at all.
You'll get paid in
exposure,
love and affection.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. It'll be like 30 exposures.
What? So, is it bad that I constantly refresh our fucking page to see if people view us or not?
I check it pretty regularly. Like I check the YouTube Studio app.
Yeah.
Like once every day or two.
I saw that we have
once or twice every day or two.
We got a total of like 24 views or something. That was kind of nice.
We're getting up there.
I was like, hey.
I have, or we've got like 1 or 2 people on my end, not including me and Valerie, who listen to it.
I know I at least have 1 dude, maybe 2. So
we're getting there.
It's just time, and hopefully, just trying, getting everything a little bit nicer will also help. That and getting it on the RSS feed.
Yes, which we do have one.
Yeah.
Now, we have our first episode on it. Although I do not. I tried to search Spotify and it wasn't on there, so I think it might be going through the verification process. I know iTunes does it, where it takes like maybe a week or 2 to get the first episode out there, just because they want to make sure that it's a real thing,
actually
and not
legit.
Just us screaming racial slurs for an hour.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah,
that would be terrible.
A quick topic that I just want to mention,
Yep.
Because I'm afraid that we won't. is I have a cat.
Oh yes.
Well, it's not my cat. I will be completely honest. But so in the house that I live in with my fiance and I say her roommate. I guess at this point she's my roommate too because I live here, but I always call her Valerie's roommate.
Why not just roommate?
Valerie. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so used to it at this point. But Valerie and I have 2 cats. They're a brother and sister. It's a bobtail and a tortie, like a tabby bobtail. And then her roommate has 4 cats. It's a white deaf cat, a black cat, a fluffy, I don't really know what to call her cat, and a sphinx. And the sphinx is a hairless cat.
Oh, lovely.
And hairless cats love attention. People compare them to dogs with how much they need attention. And the way that this cat expresses that he wants attention is he walks around the house perfectly enunciating, "Hello, hello."
Oh my god. I wanted to bring it up here now. It sounds like he's trying to talk in uwu speak.
Yeah. There's like there have been times where we've just straight up heard hello and we're like, was that the cat?
That's fucking crazy.
But it's really annoying sometimes because like I'll be in the kitchen like cooking something and I'll see him in like the room that me and Valerie are in is a garage that was converted into a room, and so the doorway is like there's like a room with like laundry and stuff like that, and then it's the what would be the garage except it's actually our room.
Mm-hmm.
The cat will be at the door screaming hello and I'm just there staring at him in the kitchen. I'm just like, Kubo, come over here. And he doesn't come over, and then I'll eventually like start doing the pss, 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 and he'll come over and I'll pet him for a little bit, then I'll run back over and go hello.
It's like, bitch, I'm petting you over here. Come back
Yeah.
over here. You dumb animal. Love you.
He just needs cuddles and he needs warmth, and yeah. It's always great because the bed, or our bed has we have a layer of, it's like it's under the sheet and it's a like bed warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you can turn it on and it'll heat up the bed, and it's really nice when it's cold, especially because the room isn't very well insulated.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we'll turn it all the way up, and then we'll let Kubo go into the blankets.
Nice.
And there have been times where he's been there for like an hour or two. We come back and like find him under the blanket, and his skin's red because he's so hot.
Oh, that's not good.
But he's loving it.
Jeez. Fucking hell. Nice. Oh, can I talk about my $500 that I missed out on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fucking, I walk, where I work, we also sell, lottery, like scratch-off tickets. And the rule is, like, you're not allowed to buy any while you're on the clock. So, anytime, like, break or whatever comes out, I will go and buy like 1 or 2. And my rule is I don't play anything that's not on 000, because 000 seems to win a lot. I don't know why, but it does. I think just the odds are there. And there was like a $5 ticket sitting at 000 all night. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy this one, but I didn't have $5 on me. I'm like, it's 1. I can let 1 go by. It's not like there's like $100 in there. He says, and then screams internally. And this guy comes in. He goes, "Hey, can I get your last $5 ticket?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like, "Wait, I have to know." I'm like, "Hey, my man, could you scratch it off here? Because I have a bet going with my coworker." And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And he starts scratching it off, and another customer comes in, and I have to help out that customer. And then he goes, what'd you bet?" I'm like, "Oh, I bet there wasn't going to be anything on there." He goes, "You're wrong." I'm like, I'm wrong? He goes, yeah, I just won $500. I'm like,
Uh,
fuck. Good for you, man. Like, internally, I'm like, damn it.
internally screaming.
Internally screaming, just yelling at myself, kicking myself. Because, like, I could have gotten $5. I could have gotten $5 easily. But I didn't. And I just passed up on $500. And I was really mad. And I have the picture. And I'm willing to send it and put it somewhere. But that's going to the Instagram. That's going to the Instagram. Okay, Discord compact view? The hell's this?
Okay, yeah. So if you go into your Discord settings, like your user settings, and then go to appearance.
Finding it. There it is.
So one of the options is message display, and there's cozy and compact. Like by default, it's on cozy, but I changed it to compact years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was similar to cozy in terms of like if someone posted something, I think it was like the next 5 messages that they had within a few minutes or like a minute or so would still, like, it wouldn't add their name again.
Okay.
Or their username.
Yeah.
But Discord has decided to make all of their stuff more compact now. And like, or all of their messages, so like cozy is a little bit more compact with the newer update.
Okay.
And with that, compact view now shows the person's name next to every single post.
That's fucking stupid.
It just bothers me so much.
Oh.
Like, I'll get used to it, but
I have to.
It's just frustrating.
I have to. Okay, I think I know my TikTok segment now. Actually, hold on. I think I know it.
Ooh.
I just thought of it.
Write it down. It's not time.
Okay. Editor Austin, cut out the clicks or not? I don't give a damn. Do you? All right. Well, I think we should go into fucking what we did last week in entertainment, because I think we've bantered enough.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what have you done, or what did you do last week in the realm of entertainment?
Let's see. I've been listening to more books. Actually, no, I haven't. I've been listening.
Oh.
I know, right? This is like the first week where I haven't listened to a fucking whole book. Let's see. I've been mostly doing the YouTube thing. I really got into, for some goddamn reason. Hold on, I'm staring at my history trying to figure out. Just a lot of like Melee stuff. Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Okay.
Like useless tech and the just odd things people can do, and just how like Pokemon Stadium is a dumpster fire, but it's still somehow a legal tournament pick for some reason, which is funny. The best person, if you're wanting to go find those videos, by the way, is Asumsaus. Asumsaus. He's cool. His stuff is very compact. Quick.
I'm guessing it's pronounced awesome sauce.
You know what? You're right, and I can't fucking pronunciate anything, so that's the thing.
It's not spelled like awesome sauce, though.
That and
to be
watching
fair.
Alpharad videos. Watch Alpharad videos. Alpharad's a good YouTuber.
I watched a few of his videos for a little while.
Alpharad's the shit. I love him. Also Grapefruit. Grapefruit's also pretty cool. Oh, and for some reason, fucking restoration videos, like restoring an old pencil sharpener.
Yeah, those are really satisfying.
Restoring old German bench grinder. That was cool. And then I got into bench vices for some reason. And like torture test on like vices. It was really funny to see like the really shitty like hobby store kind of vice, and they just fucking broke it. Like, so essentially they took they clamped it down. They clamped like a metal bar or whatever, and they put like as hard as they could, and then just smacked the metal bar like 10 times in a row.
Oh
and
god.
it was funny as fuck to see it fail. Because, like, the swivel part just failed immediately, and the thing just popped off after, I think, like, swing number 4. And, like, that was a big problem with all the, like, swinging ones, is that the bottom would always fail. Also, I listened to the shit out of Touch Tone Telephone, and that is a good song.
Isn't it
It is a good
great?
song. Like, it is a good song. I think the other thing I did was play Dauntless's new, well, I say new, but their new, season pass? No. Battle Pass? Battle Pass. Yeah. Hunt Pass. The new Hunt Pass came out, and I started doing stuff for that. And which is fun, but I really only do it when I play with my roommates, so. I don't grind levels out. I don't want to do that. Like, if I see something I want on there that I can do that's relatively easy, I'll do it. But if not, I just leave it. I don't give a damn. What'd you do in the realm of entertainment?
Well, like I said in the beginning, I was pretty boring this week. Like, I don't really have... I'm trying to think of, like, what I did, like, well, Wednesday to Friday, and there wasn't really much. You were talking about YouTube videos, and so I was scrolling through my YouTube history. Most of it's just kind of like PC part stuff, because
Yep.
that started showing up in my recommendations again. There was one video that I did explicitly look up, and that was a Tecmo Super Bowl simulation of, or with the two Super Bowl teams playing against each other. And yeah, like the Tecmo Super Bowl, the NES game.
Okay.
And
How close was it?
it said that the score would be 31-24 Chiefs. The score ended up being 31-20 Chiefs.
That's fucking... That's close.
I did half-assedly watch the Super Bowl. By that I mean I had it on. I was kind of sitting there watching it, watching the commercials, and then, but like if I was really needed for anything by Valerie, like I just kind of got up and did it. Like,
Yeah.
All I really cared about was just the final score and kind of knowing what was going on, but there wasn't really anything huge that I would have missed out on, as far as I could tell, except for like the fact they made a comeback.
Speaking about Super Bowl commercials, quick tangent. Have they become not as fun anymore? Like,
I haven't really kept up with them for the past few years. This past year, though, like on Sunday, a lot of them, it seemed like the companies were going more for just like the star factor. Like Walmart's had tons of movie references and celebrities, and then there was a Jeep one with Bill Murray, like recreating Groundhog Day and things like that. They were really going for the, I guess, yeah, like the star factor. I feel like they were more than they typically do.
yeah. I don't know. I saw the thing by Moist Critical, and it was just like, it's kind of just, they want celebrities, and that's it.
Yeah.
Celebrities and products that they probably don't give a damn about.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Other than that, yeah, there weren't too many YouTube videos. I did see one movie, and that was yesterday.
What'd you see?
I saw... Hold on, I gotta go to it. I saw Gretel and Hansel. Not Hansel and Gretel, because Gretel and Hansel is probably the chosen name for search engine optimization purposes.
Gretel and Hansel?
Yes. It is a retelling of the famous Gretel and Hansel or Hansel and Gretel fairy tale.
Okay.
Are you giving a prediction or?
Sorry. I'm gonna guess probably... okay, hold on. Here's the question. Who's in it?
A lot of lesser known people. I feel like the biggest name is the actress who plays Gretel, and she's also the girl in It.
Ooh, the younger one. Oh, God. Don't remember her name now. I'm terrible.
Yeah, I don't know her
Yeah.
name either.
Um.
But yeah, she's in the newer It movies.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's probably a stream.
Okay. So very quick rundown. The rating system: see it, stream it, skip it. See it as it's a must see. Stream it if it's on whatever streaming service of choice. Put it on. Skip it. It's not worth your time. A very quick plot summary. I couldn't really think of a good way to describe it, so I described it this way. After being thrown out of the house by their struggling mother, like financially struggling mother, Gretel and her younger brother Hansel find a house in the middle of a forest, and they were starving and without shelter, so they decide to live in the house and serve the owner of the house, because the whole thing is you can't get anything without having to give something back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Gretel was saying, like, you're giving us all this food and everything, how can we pay you? And they kind of pay her back by helping her out around the house and stuff like that. And then, yeah, they're serving the owner only to find out that there's more to the house than meets the eye.
So is it like a horror
And
movie?
It would be categorized as horror. I would call it a horror movie. I wouldn't say there's a lot of like jump scares or like creepy imagery or anything like that. It's just kind of like overall spooky tones. There's like, it's kind of like they're in the forest looking in the fog, and there's like people out in the distance in the fog.
Okay.
And like Gretel having constant nightmares, things like that. And the entire movie is from Gretel's point of view, so yeah, so like it really follows around her. But overall, this movie is a lot of fun. I don't really know how to explain why it's fun, but it is. I had a great time watching it. The costumes are a lot of fun. The budget for the movie is very obviously not very high. Like, there was some scenes where I was like, wow, that's very obviously a green screen. But they do really well for what they have. Like, there's not really any point where it's like dumb CGI or something like that. Like, there is CGI, and you can tell it's CGI, but it's never really anything that's horrible. And I felt like this is a really minor complaint, but I felt like the cinematography was like meh. Like, they kind of did stuff that was unique, but they didn't do it in a way that I really liked it. And I wouldn't call it a big gripe or anything.
Wasn't truly groundbreaking
overall,
kind of thing, just easy shots to get like stuff
they
done.
weren't easy shots. They were definitely like unique shots and stuff like that. Like, they were trying to go for something special, but the way that it kind of came across, I wasn't a big fan. And I wouldn't say that there was anything that was like really cool or amazing in terms of the cinematography.
Okay.
But overall, I'll give this a stream it. It's just, it's a fun movie. It's not anything that's, it's not drop everything and go see this. It's just, you're going to have a good time if you watch it.
Okay.
Trying to think of anything else I did. I didn't listen to any new music. I was pretty boring this week, and there wasn't too much entertainment stuff. Oh, I guess I'll throw it in here. I followed Binging with Babish's chili recipe for his the carnivorous chili, the chili con carne.
Oh God.
And that's like real chili. Like,
how was it?
Like, people call it like real Texas chili. It is incredible.
Can I have some?
Not this batch. Like, when I say it's incredible, it's different than when, like, if you go to a place and get chili, like, it's different from that. And because, like, the biggest difference is that the meat is cut into chunks, it's not ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also focused around having a chili paste. Like, you like roast chilies and then blend them together into a paste.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun to make. I messed up on two parts of it. One of them was there was one last layer of skin on the onion that I didn't pull off, and so I got like some onion skin in the chili, which it was only on half of it that I noted, or that I had that problem, which it's not really anything bad. But then the other thing was I didn't take the seeds out. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna throw all the peppers in with the seeds. It'll be fine.
Oh no, that's not fine, man.
And yeah, no, it was it was awfully coffee in the kitchen. Yeah, my throat was only kind of burning. But
Kind of.
now eating the chili, there's I've had maybe 2 instances of just biting down on a hard seed.
Ooh.
But that, like, it wasn't, it's not anything bad, and I'm definitely gonna fix that for the
Round 2.
next time I make it.
Okay.
The one thing that I do want to point out, though, is that on his website, he doesn't include one of the peppers that he uses in the video, and in the video, he refers to that pepper as, like, the thing that brings it all together. So I didn't buy that one pepper, and so I'm gonna have to buy that for the next batch, see how that changes it. And what I'm really trying to do is tweak it in a way that it will come out to something that I think is incredible and is what I'm gonna use all the time and stuff like that.
Nice. Well, I haven't. I will say I have a hard time making food because I'm a bitch and I just get like ready to eat meals that I can throw in the microwave or my toaster oven. But like when I sat down, like when I actually, I made steak, potatoes, and green beans for like me, my roommates, and everyone. It was about 4-5 people's worth of food that I had to cook and make, which I had fun doing. It was just stressful.
Yeah,
Because
because
like steak is like, because we don't have a grill. We just have this cast iron like pan or skillet, and trying to cook.
I cook steak in cast iron too.
It's a bitch to clean, especially when someone doesn't clean
Well,
it. But yeah,
I gotta show you how to season and clean a cast iron. It's actually incredibly easy.
cool baller.
I might be able to download. Actually, it's if you want to spend $1, on Amazon Prime, you can find the like Prime Video. You can find Alton Brown's the new Good Eats thing, like reboot thing. The first episode is him talking about steaks, and he talks about how to season a cast iron, how to sear a steak on it, and then how to clean the cast iron after it.
Sweet. I need it.
And cleaning cast iron is incredibly easy.
Okay. I need to look at that later. But I feel like that's it for entertainment.
Yeah, that's all I got. I was boring.
Well, you know what's not boring? Our Discord. Our Discord, actually, you're right, it is pretty boring. There's only 2 people. But you know what? You, the listener, you can make this better. If you go down into this description, there should be the Discord invite. That's on Infinite now and not fucking timed because some idiot forgot to put it on Infinite. I wonder who could that be.
He's the idiot.
Yeah, I'm the idiot. Well, past Austin is the idiot. But along with our Discord invite, you should also see our link to our Instagram account. And if it's at averagetalkspodcast. And that is our Instagram account. Currently has nothing. Hopefully it'll have some things. We're currently working on the RSS feed. So hopefully we can get the podcast onto anywhere you can find podcasts. So Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and other places.
I think Stitcher is the other popular one.
Stitcher?
Yeah.
And
I also need to throw... I'm sorry for interrupting, but I also need to throw our RSS feed into Newsboat and see if it can pull it.
Newsbone? What the hell's Newsbone?
Newsboat is a command line based RSS reader.
Cool. Well, we're still trying to get we are trying to get questions for our daily average portion of the podcast because we don't have any at the moment, and I also didn't check. We probably should have checked before I got to this part of the segment.
I get the notifications on my phone, and yeah, we don't have one, but I can pretend that we have one.
But if you do have any questions for us and you want them answered, please send them to the averagetalkspod@gmail.com and send us anything.
Yeah, and
I'm getting an
Oh,
incoming call. What the fuck? Who is calling me?
Ooh.
Hold on.
Oh, the Sandier average.
Nope. Gonna decline that for the moment, and I will text them. Be like, hey.
And I will interrupt you again. And yeah, dear average again. It's advice, I guess. I mean, don't do dear average. What color's your underwear? I mean,
Yeah,
that we'll have Q&A stuff like that later. But
black, by the way.
it's what,
Yeah.
black,
MeUndies, man.
green. Oh,
MeUndies, black
I
underwear.
don't
That
know
shit's
what color.
awesome.
I've considered looking into MeUndies, but I haven't.
Dude,
Please sponsor
dude.
us.
Yes, no, please. If they do, that would be the shit. That shit's awesome, though.
I was gonna keep
Oh,
going.
go.
Yeah, so like, just any life advice. You know, maybe you're having some struggles with school or work, or maybe there's someone you don't really get along with, and you wanna know how to maybe get along with them or make amends or ruin their lives. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, you can just send it in and get the opinion from two incredibly average individuals. Again, the email is averagetalkspod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay, you can continue.
No, I think that's it for housekeeping. Do we? I know we don't really have a single thing for real or bullshit fake ass news, but instead we have
Yes.
5. Are we just gonna rapid fire these, or?
Pretty much, yeah. There isn't very much to say about any of them.
I don't like the last one. Like, I hope. I hope that's not actually real. But continue. Go through the line.
Okay, well, I need you to actually. I gotta pull up this first one just to make sure that the video is working, because when I checked earlier, it was on like Saturday. The video didn't work.
Should I read the headline?
Yes. Read the headline.
North Carolina man ran over by deer in McDonald's parking lot, or the replaced article title of "Dude gets fucking wrecked by a deer."
That's my article title. Yeah. This dude gets fucking wrecked.
I really hope this works. I want to see this. So
try to see if it works on your end.
I get goddamn flag. Well, this is Fox News, so
yeah, that's the problem. The CNN has one, but the problem is they had a full story on it, so it's like a 3-minute long video.
Okay. I don't know. I have a fucking ad that I have to watch through. Goddamn ads. Oh, this is about Bernie. What the fuck? No, I don't want this.
ABC has one. They might start their
What
video
is with this bullshit? Why do I click on one thing and I get sent to another thing? I don't want to deal with this. Fuck you, news.
All right. I will send you this link.
Why?
And it's like 3 seconds in, the video starts.
All right, I'm going to that link. Did you PM me that? No,
I put it in
Okay.
news.
I'm going. 3 minutes in?
Yeah, and it's only 3 seconds in.
3 seconds. Goddamn, another fucking ad.
Oh my god, get
Oh,
ad block.
No.
Okay, that's fair.
While I dislike ads, I also like the internet how it is. Well, okay, not like how the internet how it is. The internet has been kind of shit ever since. Or not ever since. Internet's been shitty, but I mean like, internet shitty is because people do shitty things on the internet. And, all right, 3 seconds in. I'm watching. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck?
We're gonna have to include the link to this video in the description.
That's perfect. That deer just fucking like dynamic entry from the side of the fucking world. Just BAM!
I love that he jumps too.
Oh my god, it's a falcon
so
knee.
needless to say, this is real.
It's a falcon knee. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's real as shit. I love it.
We're gonna keep the second one for last, just because there's a bit of conversation with that one. So the Third one is a tweet from Donald Trump, or it's a picture of a tweet from Donald Trump. It says, "Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on a great game and a fantastic comeback under immense pressure. You represented the great state of Kansas and, in fact, the entire USA so very well. Our country is proud of you," in all caps. Do you realize the problem with that?
I don't actually. I don't know if this is bad of me, but I don't.
Kansas City is in Missouri.
Oh, lol. That's pretty funny.
So is this real or fake?
I don't know. Oh, God, I don't know. I'm gonna say real.
This is real.
Oh my God, why is this real?
He actually tweeted this, and then once everyone corrected him, he deleted this tweet and then posted one. It was, I think, the same thing, except with it saying Missouri instead.
Lol. I love this. That's funny.
The next one is, I imagine you've seen it around the internet.
Yeah, I have.
So this is the one I imagine our listeners have also seen this meme around. The story is that the main lab in, like, I guess virus lab in China, or in Wuhan, China, is, or has the same logo as the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil, and Corona is an anagram for raccoon.
And if you don't know what Resident Evil is, that's the, or raccoon, what is it? Umbrella Corporation. They were the people that spread the zombie virus in, fucking, what is it? Is that Resident Evil? Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. And Raccoon City is it Ground Zero, or is it...
Raccoon City is Ground Zero.
Like, the stuff takes place, yeah.
Like, technically, all the stuff happens in an underground secret base, but then it gets spread out into Raccoon City, so...
Yeah. So, do you think that this is real or fake?
I
mean, Corona is, in fact, a anagram for raccoon, so we're not going to talk about that part.
I want to say that I've seen this, but I want to say it's fake. We're going fake.
I would say click on the image, but you really can't when you do it. It actually, I think the image is even smaller.
Oh,
when
God,
you do.
it is.
So, if you actually look at that picture of the lab with the Umbrella Corporation logo, it says Shanghai on it. Shanghai, China is not Wuhan, China.
No, it's not.
This is in fact
Woo.
fake. It's a really good meme.
It's a good meme.
But yeah, it is unfortunately that picture is not of a company that is in Wuhan. It's in, yeah.
Oh. Now that we get to the one that's depressing.
Video of Kobe Bryant's helicopter crashing live, except not really live. Basically, all the video is of a helicopter crashing. There's not much else to add to that. It's a minute-long video.
Do we actually know if it is, though, or
if it's the actual crash?
Because I heard it caught fire before it hit the ground, but I don't know.
Well, do you think it's real or fake?
I want to say it's fake.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
This helicopter crash was actually in the United Arab Emirates in December 2018. I'm not going to take the time to read this entire thing, but that was a rescue helicopter crashing. And yeah, all 4 of those members died.
Ooh, that's still bad. That's still really bad.
Yeah, still bad. Still bad, but not... It is not, in fact, Kobe Bryant's helicopter crashing.
That's still bad.
So the last thing is this. I'm just going to tell you it's true because it's carrying on from last week. The offensive coordinator for Grand Valley State University has now resigned from his position, or from his role as the offensive coordinator because of just all the backlash that he got. And I didn't know until recently, or until I read another article, that he started the job on January 20th, and he resigned on January 30th.
Really? He was only there for 10 days?
Yeah, I'm guessing the newspaper interview thing was just a part of, like, you're the new offensive coordinator, we're going to ask you some questions.
Jesus.
And the good news is he's actually getting a huge settlement out of it. Because of his contract, I think I want to say his contract is giving him or he's getting $60,000 because he resigned, and then he's getting like another $10,000 on top of that. So he's getting good money for all of it.
Still,
But yeah,
no, what? It's your first day on the job. Okay, third day on the job. Third day on the job, people ask you these questions. Why would you not go with the safer answer?
yeah, he definitely in that case he really should have. But I don't know. Maybe he just didn't. He couldn't think of another great person. What is it? Christopher Columbus, JFK, and Teddy Roosevelt. There you go. Although people might be upset by him too, but they're going to be a lot less upset about Teddy Roosevelt than they are about Hitler.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Fuck.
But yeah,
That does,
good news and bad
goodness,
news.
bad news.
Bad news, he loses his job. Good news, he gets a lot of money.
Well, okay. The fucking, Florida State offensive coordinator, or not offensive coordinator, head coach. Goddamn.
Yeah.
What was his fucking name?
Taggart.
Yeah, Will Taggart. He made out like a fucking bandit.
He was fired.
Yeah, he was fired, but he still got 16 million.
Yeah, that makes
16
sense.
million goddamn dollars from being fucking fired.
Being a head coach of a college football team actually pays a lot, especially if it's a big name like a Division I team.
Yeah, but still.
Back in, we were in elementary school. I remember my stepdad telling me that being the head coach of University of Florida paid $4 million a year, and that was back then. So it's probably even more now.
God damn. Still, it just
Yeah, so relatively he did make a crazy amount of money, but I feel like that's probably the typical or a regular amount of money there, or an average amount of money that an offensive coordinator would get. I really don't know.
I will maybe look at it. I don't know. But shit. Still, people who get paid absolutely fuck ton of money for, I don't want to say doing little, but I don't know. If you're not doing the work of surgeons and stuff, I have a hard time sympathizing with you.
Yeah.
A surgeon will take 16 hours to do this incredibly hard surgery, and then everyone thanks God. Help! Come on, this man spent years learning how to do this thing, and you're praising God right now. Come on, praise Him, then praise God.
That's the whole thing with teachers should be paid more than celebrities kind of stuff.
Teachers should absolutely get paid more than the bullshit that they're currently being paid. Fuck that. That's the stance I'm taking right now. I will fucking die on this pedestal.
Yeah, I do agree. And to be fair, full-on professors, not an assistant professor, professor, the head of the departments, they actually get paid pretty decently. But no one else does.
No. Well, since I'm already riled up, I might as well get into my TED Talk.
Yes.
Because I'm really hoping you're not one of these people. But we're going to get into it. In this TED Talk, we're going to talk about dark mode versus light mode. And this is for every product when it comes to, Discord, YouTube, fucking Reddit. Anything that has, an option, it's we have a darker option just in case you're staying up late and you don't want to burn out your fucking retinas. No, dark mode all the way, all the time. You should only do dark mode. Why in the world would you have to burn your retinas faster in light mode? And this is a kind of a jab out to my roommate who uses Discord in light mode. And I turned on light mode on Discord for 2 seconds. And I'm like, oh, no. No. Back in the shadow. None of this light mode bullshit. None. My fucking YouTube is on dark mode. because I don't want to deal with any like I'm watch like YouTube when I'm in bed on my phone because Wi-Fi is nice, and I don't want to get up and actually turn on my bright ass computer, so I'm just laying down. And you get comfortable like laying down with your phone and whatnot, head on the pillow, whatever. Get out sidetracked. I don't want to switch videos and become blinded. I don't need that shit. Please tell me you don't lose light mode.
I do not use
Good.
light mode, but I will play devil's advocate and talk about the situations where dark mode isn't executed very well.
How so?
Nowadays, you don't run into very many of them, but a lot of programs that just start out using dark mode, like Instagram has just started rolling out a dark mode. In the beginning, there are some times where the color, like they just basically switch the black and white, and that's all they really change. And sometimes the colors don't really pop out very well. Even in Discord, like with roles, like some role colors are just a lot harder to see in dark mode versus light mode. And I get where some people like it, and like sure if you want to be different like that. Like honestly, I probably I feel like a main reason why I had Discord dark mode is because it was a default thing.
Like it should be.
And then when I found Discord light mode, it was off. But I mean, either way, I usually use dark mode, or just in general, I like it when the main window is darker.
Yeah.
A big example would be with the main ThinkPad that I use. I installed i3 on it, which is a window manager, and the default terminal that it came with was white with black text, as opposed to a lot of terminals, like a lot of other desktop managers or window managers will term I'm looking for is desktop environment. Other desktop environments that they're provided terminals, usually they're some type of dark color with white text, like Ubuntu is purple with white text. XCFC, Ubuntu uses GNOME, but or GNOME, and GNOME is the it is the desktop environment. There's too many
Did
words.
you just gnome our entire podcast, by the way?
No, it is, well, yes, but because the whole thing is it's GNU, like it's not new, like it's GNU, it's GNU, and GNOME is an extension of that. It's like earlier I said GROF. It's that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I could be such a minimalist that I don't want to use extra syllables. That is a running joke. But yeah, so I had to go in, like I was also not using that default terminal that I had with i3. I ended up downloading ST because I'm a minimalist like that, and then I made sure that it was black background, white text.
It just looks better to me. I don't know why. It just does.
It does look better.
Yeah. Anywho, I think that's it for real and fake ass bullshit news. And TED Talks. We did it. I did my TED Talk. Hopefully people start putting everything in dark mode. We don't have anything for the Dear Average segment yet. Hopefully we have something.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. It's more of you talking, but walk me through I'm a 23-year-old university graduate with a STEM degree who knows all the ins and outs of a computer, but you cannot touch type effectively. What the hell?
Can you touch type?
What, like text?
Okay, so touch typing is that thing that, like, when we were in 6th grade, they wanted us to learn with, like, using the home row and, like, not looking at the keyboard and just being one with your keyboard and typing really fast.
Sort of. I can actually get pretty fast if I'm in the zone kind of thing. I'll make a lot of spelling mistakes, but other than that, I can keep going. Like, if I don't give a shit about spelling mistakes, I just fucking ramp and go.
Yeah, so I typically like it's just how it's always been since I basically learned how to type. I look at the keyboard and I type. I can type pretty efficiently. Sometimes I'll hit an extra key or something like that, but I usually cap out around 35 to 40 words per minute. And obviously, looking into all this more or less programming and stuff that I am doing, oh god, um, looking into all that, it's almost a requirement. I wouldn't say it is a requirement, but it's highly encouraged to learn to touch type just because it's a lot faster and a lot more efficient. And I'm over here being like, I can. I mean, I can type at a good like 20 words per minute.
You gotta learn, bitch.
Yeah, I am actually considering just taking the time. It doesn't take too long to even pass your or past like 40 words per minute. I mean, it usually takes like 2 or 3 weeks of daily practice, but I might do it. I might not. I was talking to Valerie about this earlier. She was saying no one touch types anymore, but I don't know. I feel like it's important.
That's the thing. Like when I was writing, and I still write, but like when you write and keep going, and especially if you have like another partner that you're also trying to write with, you want to write quickly. You don't want to leave them hanging. Like there was times where like you're tired and whatnot, and you just need to go to bed, but you want to get out this last paragraph before you like go to sleep. So you just kind of like go through it. I have had the moments where I'm like stereotypically like wrists are just fucking loose, kind of like smashing the keyboard with my hands, just like just kind of like fucking around kind of thing. I could do it, but I also don't want to edit that part. Yeah. I think this has been a podcast.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, let's say thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Please share, subscribe, and do whatever. Like the videos. Tell people that you like it.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog.
Yeah, tell your dog. Or your cat.
Get it out there.
Thank you, everyone. This has been the Average Talks podcast. We were two incredibly average individuals.